Comrades, hey, this is Carl from Ushanka. I'm going to do a video on unpacking of my bug out bags. I'm going to show you what I'm up to. What you're looking at are the 3 bags as they sit on a shelf in my basement, along with a pair of boots. This is how I store them, and this is how they're ready to go. The green bag you can see is empty. That's going to be for dog food or other items. The black bag is our primary bag, and the tan bag is the secondary. And then I also store a pair of boots with the bags, and the wife also has a pair of boots ready to go. Each bag has a stapled sheet of paper on the handle. It's a Google spreadsheet that I've linked to in this video. It shows a list of all the items that are in each bag, and also a list of items that we did not pack yet, such as money. So it's basically in a tense situation. I can look at this list and grab the things that aren't packed and be ready to go in just a few minutes. Before we unpack, I want to show you a few slides. Earlier this year in West Virginia, Charleston, there was a chemical spill, and that was the motivation that led to me packing these bags. I packed these bags in the spring. There were 300,000 people that went without water. They couldn't, bathe with it. They couldn't wash with it, and of course they couldn't drink it. And that went on for 5 days. So those that were prepared weathered the storm a lot easier than those that were not. There's 3 reasons I think for doing a bug out bag. First of all is storage. So even if you're not into the bug out activity, the idea that you have a bag that stores all your extra batteries, your first aid, stuff, an extra flashlight, that sort of thing. So it's in a sense a bug out bag even if you don't plan on ever having to bug out. But the second reason, of course, is to bug out. If there's a chemical spill and you need to get out of town, there's the chlorine type, train derailment spill where you just have to go and you have 5 minutes. That's what these bags are designed to do. That's how I've packed them, is I can just grab them and I can go. And then the bug-in situation, which I think is more realistic today. This is October of 2014. We have an outbreak of Ebola in the United States. Just 1 patient so far, others suspected. But the idea is if the Ebola outbreak gains traction, we're going to bug in. We're going to stay in the house, just kind of isolate ourselves here. And of course we can go to this black bag, and in the first few days everything we need is in that black bag. And then we can dip into the canned goods and other supplies as needed. My unique situation here is, I'm planning for 2 adults. It's me and the missus. We're going to survive in isolation, whether it's bug out or bug in. Bug out, we're in southwest Ohio. We have access to plenty of creeks and even some major rivers. So we have water sources nearby. There's plenty of wooded areas where we could camp and stay isolated. So, everybody's got a different situation. Some people have the kids, some people have dry climates, and so they need to pack accordingly. There is no water in my bags, as you'll see. And then a couple assumptions here. When I grab this bag, I'm already dressed for the weather, so there are no clothes in these bags. If it's winter, I'm going to have a winter coat on when I grab this bag. It's not as if I'm going to assume that the bag's taking care of me for the particular climate. And then also I'm going to have access to water somewhere else. One of these bags has a tarp, and I can go ahead and collect water with a tarp if I need to, rainwater, or use the local creeks and rivers. So I'm going to turn off the camera here. I'm going to unpack the bag, set everything up, and then show you what's in each bag. And hopefully you'll get something out of this. Thanks. Alright, so I've unpacked the bag, and you can see all the items out here on the table. At the bottom of the bag I have LERP rations. These are 1,500 calorie meals. Just add hot water, and so definitely good. In a worst case scenario, you have 1 of those per person per day, but we could definitely have 2 per day. I've got 3 cans of the fuel for the camping stove, and the intention there is to only be used for boiling water. Folgers, got the instant coffee. Let's see, I've got a belt loop to hold a Surefire flashlight. I've got some batteries, all kinds here. So I got the Surefire batteries, AAAs. I've got some other packaged survival food. There's the camping stove. I've got 2 headlamps. I've got a map for the area. See, we've got the fire starter. I've got 2 stainless containers for boiling water. I've got towels and washcloths. Let's see, tent poles. I've got one of these, what are they called? A tree saw. I've got 100 feet of parachute cord. Matches and lighters in their packaging. Radio, AM radio. Here's one of the first aid items. So I got alcohol swabs, moleskin, the bandage, super glue for closing wounds, band-aids, A&D antibiotic ointment. Let's see, some water pills, purification pills, the radiation pills. These items in the red are the just rubber gloves. Let's see, I've got a chest seal, a tourniquet, Pepto-Bismol, and 2 pressure bandages, and a couple quick clot bandages. Got the Red Hot, 4 spoons, metal spoons, the Surefire flashlight, fishing line. I've got 2 tarps, camouflage tarps. Oh, I'm sorry, those are rain jackets. I got a knife, a small knife, some more spoons, and that's the black bag. So that'll get me through most of the problems. Okay, so I've got bag number 2 unpacked here. What you can see is I have a poncho liner. Takes up a lot of space but doesn't weigh anything. A can of fuel, 2 rolls of TP, and 2 bottles for water storage. We keep the front 2 pockets empty on this bag. The idea is we'll throw things into those pockets as we're moving out. And at the bottom of the bag you can see we have more LERP rations ready to go. Okay, this is part 2 there, comrades. Not planned. I just realized as I was packing these bags back up, there might have been a couple items that were missing for you. One is no weapons, no ammo. We're not planning on joining the Wolverines. We're not expecting a Red Dawn. So, you know, it's definitely empty of that. The other thing is you might have wondered why I have everything in the original packing. That might add a little bit of weight and take up a little bit more space. The idea is the manufacturer packaged those items for shipping in that packaging, and so therefore it's probably packed up in a way that will handle some jarring and abuse. So I wanted to keep everything in the original packaging with the idea that we could use that packaging for starting a fire or other uses. So, and you also saw a lot of Ziploc bags. The idea is those will get reused as needed. So hopefully that addresses any questions there. And again, thanks for watching.